Hello TikTok and YouTube, how are we going today? Take two of those off. So, I am going to be putting some dolls together today. Just working on the armature pieces. So, I'm using a 1/8 size ball and socket armature, so they just sort of pop together with these pliers. Somehow. So they got a small end and a big end. Pop together like that. Alright, so this one is going to be the Poopy Cat, which is going to be change the colour like a silver point tabby British short hair type. Now we need these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those can match, and these can match. Thanks for all the likes. Thank you. All right, so we need 1 on that one. I like to sort of match up the size before I click them all together. Okay, so these are going to be the front legs. So, I'm just measuring them on some reference images, so I've got the dimensions right, because domestic cats are obviously all different. So we need all the same sockets. Well, this is a bit of a flop town one, isn't it? Alright, so they're the legs, front legs. We've got front legs. We want to put this bit on here. I'll give this live 5 more minutes and then I might have to restart. All right. So this is sort of the neck area of the spine, and then I'm going to attach the legs to here. So I'm just going to do the torso piece here. So we've got our length. right, so pop that off. Now the British short hairs are quite stocky too, so they're not long cats. Do I sell? Yes, I do. I have a shop, creaturesandthat.com. The link is in the bio. Sorry about that. And then this goes on here. Do the legs. Yeah, and I do offer payment plans too. So all of these dolls will be for sale. I'm currently working on 7 of them. One is a commission piece, which is a leopard seal, which I've already done before. All right, so these will be the back legs. So probably about here. How many cats are there? There's 3 domestic and 2 lions. So a lion, male one, and a lioness. Oh my God. A restriction again. Every time I speak, I get a restriction, which is really annoying. So I'll show you the cats. This one is a pooping cat. So it's based on a British short hair. I'm going to do it like a silver tabby color. And it even will come with your very own prop poo. So it'll come with that, just as a joke. The next one is a yawning Siamese. So I've sculpted all the detailing underneath here. So that'll be a little yawning Siamese. And the next one is a Zoomies Burmese. So that'll be 3 all up. Got coolies, restriction. Yeah, we love those restrictions. Yeah, I got the 2 lions as well. We don't get those restrictions on YouTube. Anyway, as soon as I talk about my dolls, they're like, bang, restriction. Anyway, for promoting. All right, so pop that off there. These will be the back legs, which are quite stocky. Back legs, and then the little tail. Okay, about that there. They got tiny short tails as well. The Siamese will have a long, slender one. Okay. You just saw your chameleon video. Oh, thank you. Here he is. Might as well show it, right? There's that chameleon. Yeah, fully posable. I mean, you can move it up and down a little bit, but yeah, fully posable. You can move the legs and stuff. All of that. So yeah, that's my chameleon. All right, let's put this doll together. So I'm going to pop these. Would you ever do I did actually do an exhibition. I did 2 of them actually with a gallery here in Melbourne, and they stole my money. So that kind of turned me off doing exhibitions. So I never got my money. I sold all 3 dolls and I never got paid for it. And then they declared bankruptcy and got away with it basically. And yeah, so that kind of put a sour taste. I did apply for the Oddities Expo, but I don't think I got a spot because we're meant to reply within 45 days, and I think it's been 45 days and I haven't heard from him, so I'm not hopeful that I got a spot. So, you know, I did plan on going there. That was supposed to be in November. Thank you for the follow. You're in Melbourne too? Yeah. It was meant to be at the showgrounds. But, yeah, I mean, obviously I could still reply. But, I thought I was a good fit for that. Maybe not. Thanks for the follow. Okay, pop the legs on. I don't think there's like such a thing as fake taxidermy that I've seen there before, but I don't know. Maybe they're just really behind in getting to people, but yeah, I'm not hopeful. I got a table there, so maybe next time. There's like actually a fair few people that have asked if I'm going to that too. So I'm assuming they're just going to give it to people that have been there the last couple of years, which is understandable. You know, they've got a track record, I guess. So, you know. But it would be nice. It would be nice. I've done one. I did Supernova like 6 or something years ago. They should spotlight new stallholders. Yeah, you would think so, but I reckon they're just sort of going with their reputation. So, all right. So it looks flimsy now, but it'll once I add like the polyfill, it'll start to be a bit more bulky and won't be as like fragile. So okay. So this will be like pooping cat, so you can sort of pose it. Yay. Is that a cat? Yes, it will be a cat. So you could sort of pose it yay like that. And then poop. And then you got the poop. Yeah, maybe one coming out. So I think that's okay. See, it's acquired taste. That kind of looks like a poopy cat. And then that's the face. I did a little pucker. But yeah, I think it's good. Works okay. Do you mainly? No, I make everything really. I try to make like a variety of different animals, just so like I could showcase different types of animals. So I've just been doing a lot of big cats. I've got a Gila monster on the go as well. So yeah, you can see that a bit better. I also have been doing a lot of big cats. I like cats. So I got 2 lions on the go. I mean, they're still cats, but they're a bit different. They're like the last ones that I have to make for the big cat series. There's a couple of other ones, but they're not like the main ones. Yeah, I did. I've done a lot of different things. I've been doing this for like 13 years. Do I make them out of clay? Yes, I do. So I sculpt the head out of polymer clay. So I mainly use Sculpey Original and, sculpt it up. These are glass eyes, attach the armature. So I got 3 different sizes of that. Mainly use fake fur, but if I'm doing like a reptile, I'll do like a cotton and then all of the individual scales for this one. So I'm going to do the same deal for the Gila monster. But yeah, mainly use fake fur. And yeah, I'll airbrush the pattern work on. This is a leopard. So I did two, a black one and this one. The black one sold, but I did all the airbrushing for this one for YouTube. I don't know if you can see. Did all the airbrushing for that one, so it started off white. It's got a polymer clay head, glass eyes, all that whiz bang shabam. But yeah, that's an example of what I do. But I've done heaps of other things, you know. Thank you. What is the other one? That's a medieval cat, and that's the butthole. So this one is, I did the joke kind of cat. So I did 3 medieval cats. This one is Madame Tippy Toes. So the joke is obviously her legs and just the body itself, and also the butt is the joke too. So that's one of them. One of them's been sold, and another one is like a blue, very silly, bit of a silly one. Okay. There. The other, yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks. All right, let's put together the Siamese kitten. So yeah, so I try and mix things up a bit. And this year I've been doing things out of my comfort zone. So, you know, I haven't really done a lot of reptiles and a lot of marine animals. So I've done a few marine animals. So I've got a leopard seal commission. This is the second leopard seal that I've made. The other one was really big, but this one has a movable jaw. So sometimes I do things like movable jaws. And yeah, so this one's a commission though, so they wanted a smaller version. And yeah, so I've just been sort of doing things out of my comfort zone this year. Really? But yeah, I've done a lot of people's pets, lots of rats and ferrets. People love their rats and ferrets. All right, so it's going to measure. And the Siamese is a really long cat, so you're going to have to do a bit longer. Probably that. You've done birds, done dragons, bears, you name it, I've kind of done it. There's a lot of like obscure animals. Cow? No, I want to do a Highland cow. Aren't they cute? They are super cute. I will one day. I'm going to take 2 off. I didn't think people would be like into cows. I mean, I might be wrong, but I try to pick like sometimes obscure animals that people don't really know about, just to sort of show what animals are around. But yeah, this year I've been like hard on the cats. Okay, pop this one on. See ya. Okay. Pop this bit on. All right, now for the legs. So we've got, this kitty's a yawning kitty, so we've got stretchy hands. And these will be the back legs. So stretchy hands, we want to pop this on and measure. That, so they've got very long legs. I think that's enough. Let me stretch out. Yep. Yeah. So I'm trying to make my dolls small these days. I'm actually not a huge fan of making really big dolls. So always measure that they're the same size so we don't have like wonky legs. Okay, so that'll be the front legs, and then the next part we're going to do like the torso piece, which we're going to attach to here. So I've got reference images on my computer to make sure I've got the structure a good size. So there, and then we're going to pop it off about here. That'll go on there. And then we need some back feet. Some more. And they come in a reel like this. Find the end. And this is my most used size too. Okay, so I've got the long slender legs for the Siamese. I don't know if this live might need to be restarted. I'll give it 5 minutes. If nothing happens, I'll have to restart it again. That's the TikTok live, not YouTube. All right, I'm just going to measure the size of the back leg. Okay, about that. So let's pop this off here. And there's not quite a lot of times that I put the doll together and, you know, I have to remove a little segment or something because they're too long. So there's definitely times where I have to do that. Okay, next foot. So yeah, I'm making a really conscious effort to make my dolls small. Okay, measure this one, make sure they're the same size. The right size. Okay, pop that off there. These look different. This structure is different. Interesting. Not that it matters, it's just a different end, which is interesting. This must be a newer batch. So this bit's really long here, and this bit's not, a lot shorter. This looks like a mushroom dome. Interesting. That's why it wasn't quite adding up. Must be like their newer ones. So I need, oh, that's really annoying, one more segment on there. I think I have a singular segment fluff floating around. Well, the good thing is they connect okay with the other ones. Just seem to be a bit shorter. Cheeky buggers. I think I'm going to restart this TikTok. Give me a second. Just depends. Hang on. Okay. That should match. Oh, jeez. Did I attach it to the wrong one? That's a bit annoying, isn't it? What you making? I make art dolls basically. So it's one in my shoe. Basically fake taxidermy pieces. So I'm doing a couple of cats, just putting the structure together. So this one's a yawning Siamese. But yeah, working on like 7 different dolls here. Nice. But yeah, I just opened like a new armature packet, and they're like a different size for the segments, and it's throwing it off, which is really annoying. That's fine. So, well, thanks. I'm going to just make a shift here. If I put these two on there, that should match up. Yep. Okay. Problem solved. That looks like a lot of hard work. Yes and no. I've been doing this for a long time now, so I sort of know how it all works, and I can structure it properly, except when you get different size bloody armature pieces. So that, and the tail piece. So I've got super long tail. Love the cat butt in the background. Yeah, this one is a medieval cat. So I made 3 medieval cats just like as a little joke series. So this one is Madame Tippy Toes. So the joke is obviously the legs and in the butthole. So yeah, this one of them sold, and the other one is a blue one, which is the weirdest one. But yeah, that's the joke for this one, Madame Tippy Toes. That's crazy. Okay, tail. That's about that. But yeah, I make generally fake taxidermy pieces. So I've been doing a bit of crazy stuff this year, I guess. Just sort of pushing my boundaries a bit. So I've got a Gila monster on the go. Oh, thanks. Thanks for follow. So I've got a Gila monster on the go as well. You can sort of see the reflection there. These are the feet. So I'll put this together as well. I've got 2 lions on the go, which is a male and a female. Guess which one's a female? So they will be put together. We've got the Burmese Zoomies cat. So it'll be a chocolate Burmese. The yawning Siamese. And got the pooping, I guess, British short hair, complete with poop. So just put the armature together for this one, complete with poop. Prop poop, but yeah, you can sort of, pose it in a way, but it'll get a bit more structured once I put all the polyfill on. So I'm just getting all the skeletons together, basically. Okay. They look, especially that lizard. This one's a chameleon too, so basically did all the scale work. It's very nice and textures, feels nice. But it is posable. It's got the armature inside. But yeah, all handmade. But yeah, so fake taxidermy, fakeodermy. All right, let's put this together. Thank you. Yeah, my posts don't get pushed out very well, unfortunately, so not a lot of people see my stuff, which is, you know, a little disheartening. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, I thought I'd, you know, give TikTok Live a go and see what happens with that. Not that, you know, some days are good, some days are not. Just depends. I always get hit with restrictions all the time for promoting, which is really frustrating. But all right, so that's the majority of it. Well, thanks. Instagram used to be good. It's actually picked up quite a lot in the last 2 weeks or something. It's yeah, kind of picked up a lot more than any other social media, which is really weird. It used to be really awful. So I don't know, they must have changed something with their algorithm, I reckon. Because yeah, it seems like the shorts are getting pushed out a lot, which that's never happened for a long time. So, but yeah, their shorts on YouTube do well as well. Oh, sorry, they're reels on Instagram. I can't keep up. I'm too old. I'm too old now. All right, so this one's going to be the yawning cat. Yawning, stretching cat. Yes, it's got like a little sort of eye that they fit into. So one, you can't tell on the camera, but one side's like slightly smaller, and that's for the male joint, and this side's for the female joint. So they don't sort of work either way. So you have to sort of find the shorter side and stick it in between the male joint so you can pop it off. So it comes in 3 different sizes too. But yeah, they're almost impossible to get on and off without them. You give yourself a hemorrhoid trying to pop it off. Okay, so the structure seems quite weak as it is now, but once, you know, I do all the polyfill the body and and, you know, sew everything up, it becomes a bit more solid. Okay. Now, so this one's the stretching Siamese. So structure that. So the armature sort of, you got to play around with it a little bit, but you can get, you know, a lot of poses with it. So this one's sort of stretchy cat. You know, sometimes I'll, you know, redo the armature because, you know, the pieces aren't quite, you know, long enough, or something's just not working. So there's a lot of the time that, you know, I'll pull it apart and redo it. That chameleon, beautiful. Thanks. Here's a chameleon. This is a veiled chameleon, so sculpted head. It's all hand painted, all the texture of the skin. But yeah, I try to make them as realistic as possible these days. Thanks for the likes. I will do another chameleon because I quite enjoyed the colour on it. But I'm thinking like a 3-horned. All right, so that's sort of the structure of, I can't quite get it into frame, of the yawning cat. Get an idea, really. All right, that's one. The claws I'm going to do out of latex because I don't want to use polymer clay because it's quite fragile. 3-horned one would be, yeah, I was sort of like tossing up between doing the veiled and the 3-horned, and I thought, I kind of like these ones. I like them both, but I just went with this one. And then so if I do another one, I'll do a 3-horned. So I think I'd go for a bit more of a dramatic colour. I love this one. Yeah, it's cute as. So it's giving kitten vibes. So that's another one. And then we have, what's next on here? The Burmese zoomies. All right, so we've got Burmese zoomies. So we've got the Burmese head. So I feel like I'm going to add a Burmese to like every set, every run that I do of the action cats, because I've got a Burmese. So I'm impartial to Burmese. So yeah, you know, what better cat to do zoomies than Burmese? Okay, it's got my plus joints. And the problem with this this size armature is they don't have a plus joint that has a female end, which means you can't sort of attach it at the same time. But what they do is a 2 female end that you can attach it to. So that's that. Now, Burmese are quite stocky. So where is the rest of these? All right, doesn't matter. So I reckon we need just attach this and measure it. So this one's going to turn out good, I think. Okay. Now I'll pop that off. Pop that off here. Thanks for following. Okay. How long do they take? What does the beginner need to start? Do I make dogs? Yes, I do make dogs. So normally they take between 20 and 35 hours, just depending on the complexity of it. So the chameleon took about 35 hours to make. And I've got heaps of YouTube videos that you can watch. I basically make a video for every doll that I make. And you can just follow along there. And I've got a Patreon for like extra things that I need to sort of add some more stuff to it. But yeah, I'm all self-taught. As for the dog things, I've made plenty of dogs before. Made heaps of people's pets. Do you have an Etsy? Yes, it's creaturesandat.com, and the link is in the bio. How much does one cost? Anywhere between $480 and $680 US, just depending on what it is again. no problem. If you want a commission, just send me a message on my website. That's big enough. Yeah, that should be good. There. But yeah, the most recent one I made was a pug, like a life-size pug. So it was somebody's pet. So yeah, I've made Irish Wolfhound, few Chihuahuas, a Husky, lots of wolves. Yeah, I am in Australia. It's just most of my customers are from America and they don't like understand different currencies, so I got sick of explaining different currencies. But yeah, I'm in Melbourne. Okay. I hardly get anyone from Australia, but yeah, they just had a really difficult time understanding different currencies. So I'm like, I just forget it. I'll just change my shop currency. By the way, you like the Japanese mythology? Yeah, it have been a while since I've done. I used to do a lot of heavily inspired ones like that, but yeah, not so much. They're doing a lot of realistic things these days. But yeah, I was big on doing that. I'll still revisit it time to time. Okay, front feet. That. Back feet. Do you do the head and then flesh out the details? Do I go the head? Do the head. Yes, I sculpt everything. So basically, yeah, this is a lion that I'm working on. So I sculpt the head, add the spine, and then I use polyfill for the body, which is like a cushion stuffing, so it's soft. Obviously for a reptile, I've used a cotton fabric, which I've added the scale texture to, but normally I use fake fur for, you know, things like a lion, cat, etc. So I don't use any animal products. So if I do a bird, I make the feathers as well, usually out of felt. But I want to do some experimenting on making some more realistic feathers. Thanks. No problem. Yeah, it's good fun. All right, so this is the back feet. So about here. Hey, Mr. Llama. Llama. What am I making? I make art dolls. Fake taxidermy pieces, I call them. I'm good. I'm good. So I'm working on about 7 dolls. 7. Okay, is that good sign? Okay, I need one more. That should be fine. Okay, then the back. Tail. All right. Let's put it together. Oh, forgot to put the thing in. Dumbass. Forgot to put the plus joint in. No. Okay, the plus joint in. Oh, okay, now we can put this on. How much would a dog the size of a small pug be? About $5.80 US. So I think that translates to about 9 Australian. Things that size are a lot of work, and the materials are really expensive. But I do offer payment plans. What type of dog were you thinking? This one. Do you have a Havanese and the toy poodle? Yes, I do make long hair dog. I can pretty much do most hair. Most things. Yeah. going to be the zoomies. Will be a bit more sort of a play around with the armature, so we need to put it together. Zoomies cat. That's great. Yeah, I can pretty much do anything. This joint. This joint seems a bit loose. I'll pop that off. Sometimes you can get loose joints. Much better. Okay. Sometimes you can get a bit of a loose joint and you just have to sort of play around with it a little bit. Okay. So that'll be your zoomies. Zoomies Burmese. Cute. All right, next one. Okay. What's the next? Female line. This one. 2 more here. You're looking at a cat's ass? That's all right. It's for the special people. Okay. Tail. Okay. Let's put it together. this. This side. Is that right? Let's check that. Yep, inside. So that goes. That side. Put together. Alright. That's too big. Don't think so. The body might be too big. Let's see. No, should be right. Alright, I think that's the lion. Alright. Okay, next. I think Gila Monster next. That's right. Pop that off. That tail. Cute. Right, that's the Gila monster. Cute. Male line. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. A biologist. That's pretty cool. I don't mind an animal. What's your main field, if there's such a thing? You're a taxidermist? Fake taxidermist here. I suppose you'd have cool access to supplies. Cool. I like making like tabletop sized ones. Because it's like very similar processes. Okay. Let's put it together. Right. Oh, that's okay. No problem. I only know one language, so doing better than me. Have you ever made a real size? Like small real size. I guess you could say this is real size. I made a really big leopard seal not too long ago, but yeah, not like a deer size or something. But I would consider it. Don't think it would be too hard. I think I'd probably use a taxidermy form to do it instead of sculpting the head. That seems bigger. No. Yes, I'm going to do a 3-horned chameleon. I'll do a bit more of a vibrant colour scheme. But yes, definitely. Definitely. I basically sculpt all my parts, so I can make anything really. So it doesn't matter what it is. I sculpt everything. So yeah, I can do anything. My name is Kat. My name is Nat. Close. All right. That's better. You don't know his name in English. Makaraja? I could probably make anything, yeah. I don't have a problem with making anything, so I don't see why I couldn't. Makaraj. Let me Google. Fishing cat. Is it a fishing cat? Margay? Margay. I think it's Margay in English. Looks like a fishing cat. Yeah, definitely. I could do something like that. 100%. Cute. Very cute. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to, if you are interested, send me a message if you are interested. But here's the lion. Yay. So put them all together. So tomorrow I'll be on again. I have to finish up today. Tomorrow I'll be on again and I'll start putting everything together. About 12:30 till 2ish again. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I will catch everybody tomorrow.